Yo, what's going on? We gotta get the theme music. Yo, Dave, what up? Just trying out the video camera again here, or my phone again. Yo, John, what up, Dave? What's going on, guys? What it is, Exodus, what up? Everybody's back. Everybody's coming back. What's going on, guys? I tried a different setup again tonight. Let me see here. Should be pretty good. Yeah, I set up some more lights in here, and yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to go about doing these are. This looks pretty good. Only issue is I can't have the chat on the video in the replay, but I guess if you weren't here, that's your bad. What? And did you click the bell thing too? I don't know. I guess they're not feeling the live streaming all this this much. That's so weird. That's so weird. I would think that it would let you guys know if you click the bell. It seems kind of weird, honestly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Weird. It's so weird that there's such a difference between the notifications for this. I don't know. That's really strange that's what's going on. I would think that you guys would be able to. Yeah, it's so strange. Jeremy was emailing me too about getting notified, and I was telling him about the bell thing. I think that's a good. I think that's a good call. It's definitely a conspiracy against the tape. They don't want us. They don't want us taping anymore. I don't know what the deal is. Let me see. I'm gonna hit up some people on messages right now. See. I told Tim he might come through on the chat at least. Let me see. Yo, bro. Live right now. Tell this guy too. Live right now. Cool, guys. So what up? What are you guys up to? Yeah, I think it's a big conspiracy. Yeah, maybe it does take a few minutes. That's why I was trying to start. I would start them, play the music for a little while, and then like wait till people were showing up. I see some other people that I follow do that, and it seems to work pretty well. Kind of gets people situated and figure out if they can make it. So I think that's also, maybe I'll start trying to do that. You know, if you guys see it go live right away, I'm gonna probably just let it be. All right, cool, Dave. Thanks for coming through. Good luck with the dishes. You know, I don't know. I think I might just start. If you see it started, and I'm not on the stream. I'm in the background somewhere, and I'm just like getting it going, so that it seems like a good plan to start a little bit early and then generate a little bit of hype, and then you know, what up, Task Fam? That's hilarious. You guys are on point with these. What are those called? Like acronyms or anagrams. We had a lot of good ones yesterday as well. I wish there was a way I could save the or like put the chat into the phone to get it to display, but I guess it doesn't record that. Maybe it records. No, I don't know. Because that was the one thing I did like about the computer usage was being able to put the image in the image. I'm gonna have to get a better computer or something. Oh, nice, Ian. A 246. That's sweet. Expect for it to arrive Friday. Damn, man, you got to keep us updated about that. Where'd you order it from? Where'd you get it from? eBay, Craig's. Oh, I guess eBay or Reverb, right, or some other site. Very curious. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Congrats on the awesome 246 score. Nice. Wow, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, let us know how that works out and how the tech has it set up or whatever. You sound a little supposedly coming straight from a tech, you sound a little not hesitant but disbelieving in that. Is it? Yeah, it was probably a lot because I mean, if it's going to be in really good shape, you know, hopefully you won't have any issues with it in the long haul. So, um, that's awesome. I mean, I think if I was a rich man, I would probably just collect them all. But you know, maybe one of these days, as I've run out of video ideas for the 424s, I'll grab a 246, a 488. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you guys or if all you guys were here. Um, that's awesome nowadays. A four, yeah, I want to get a 488. I've never messed around with one. 238 is the best, man. Got a lot of task fam fans out there. This is awesome. I've never messed around with a 480 yet. I do want to get one because a lot of people have been telling me it's the older brother version of the 424, which is my jam, obviously, because it's 424 recording. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to grab a. Requires an external mixer. Wow. 488 is 8 tracks total. Yeah, I've heard about those like that. Yeah, it was pricey. I got a good deal on working Porta 2 on eBay and it was abused, so I decided to just go with something that had been serviced. Yeah, yeah. Ian, had you emailed me in the past about that? Because I somebody sent me an email that said something about getting burned on a 4 track they bought, but I guess that happens more often than not if it wasn't you. But uh, I was just curious if you had. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, cool. Well, welcome, dude. Thanks for coming out. This is the eighth or seventh day in a row that I've been live streaming on the channel. Welcome to the crew here. Welcome to the Hangout. Um, and I'm just trying to figure this live streaming thing out. I think I got it pretty set now after 7 days straight. I'm doing my phone. I got some lights, and my computer was freaking out yesterday. The stream dropped, so I'm hoping that things will settle down tonight. It seems pretty good so far. I don't have any issues on the interface, and YouTube says I'm doing good with the stream health, so that's cool. Um, so welcome, Ian. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for chatting, and welcome everybody else, all you other guys. I see a lot of familiar faces hanging out. Um, when the money says yes, I'm either gonna get my 414 repaired or try to score a newer one. I love Logic Pro, but yeah, that's how I felt too, and that's how I feel all the time. Is I do enjoy making music in Logic Pro, but there's something about the 4 track I want to always keep going back to because it's just a totally different experience and works some of the different recording muscles in your brain. So yeah, 488 is better quality too. Wow, that's cool. I started out recording on a Porta 02. I don't remember getting rid of it. I've been trying to find it in storage. Yo, Schizo, I hope you find that. You should just go looking for it. If you, I guess it's in like a storage shed or one of those storage places. You should make like a video about it, like going to like an adventure video trying to find it. Porta 02 has flat dials. I don't. I think there's a couple different ones. The Porta 02s, a couple different like Mark one. Because I know some of them do have the knobs, like the older ones. They kind of look like the 424 Mark III's. Yeah, the cassette sound is pretty sweet. I love it too. I was looking at the 388, but it's just way out of budget for me. Yeah, I've always wanted to get a 388 too, Ian, and I'm sure a lot of the guys here would also enjoy getting a 388. Ever since I saw, like, I know the Black Keys used one on some of their earlier stuff. I know the OCs used one on a bunch of their records. Right? Yeah, I know. I know. There's like some of the early stuff was done on that, and I know people who, well, I've heard of people having studios based around the 388, like that's their main console and recorder. But yeah, I would love to have one of those too, and I think Jay would as well. But it's just right. You're right. Out of budget, and they're just huge. You got to have the commitment and the space for doing something like that with the 388, and you got to have a source for the tape too. I think it's quarter-inch tape that goes in there, or maybe half-inch. I don't remember. Any tips on syncing your recording since the record head has a slight delay with the playback? Um, I would say start with your. Oh wait, so no, are you bouncing them to the computer, or do you mean syncing within the four track itself? I'm very very quiet hunting for it. Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Make like a short video. That would be hilarious. I would love to see if you actually find it or not, and you got to keep us updated on that. There's another track on YouTube called "Back to You" by Sisters. Is that on the 388? Um, yeah, Noah, just let us know what you're looking to do with the syncing. Are you talking about in post on the computer, or when you're recording on your four track? Are you having an issue with that? Sure, there's this is the place to ask. There's a lot of good got a lot of good info flying around in here. I'm so impressed with everybody's ability to answer these questions. I think it's like, oh, you guys should have a channel. I don't know. It's like, what am I doing? Hey, Will, what's going on, bro? Yes, on the 388, the guy is an excellent engineer on that track. Yeah, I have to look. I'll check that out. I'll just make a new tab really quick and check it out. Called "Back to You" by Sisters. YouTube. Back to You by Sisters. Oh, okay. It's by the band. Okay, gotcha. Wasn't sure if that was the song title or the song name. Okay, cool. And these guys recorded on the 388. Oh man, my voice is like tweaking. Oh, cool. All right, I'm excited to listen to that. Yeah, your video on the time correction and Logic was highly useful. Don't use Logic, but it solves some issues. Read the four track for me. In theory, anyway. That's awesome. That was kind of the my idea of doing those Logic syncing videos, and I also need to give a shout out to Matty Alandola, an engineer from Brooklyn, who gave me some of those tips on syncing and flex time syncing, and you know, it's pretty dope stuff. And even if you're just doing it, like some of the stuff for me was I was doing it for, doing those syncing videos more for the exercise and exploring those theories, and it's pretty cool. And if you ever need to do stuff like that, there's a lot of really useful. There's just a lot of useful techniques you can do with the computer now and Logic. And if you have a computer and you're looking to bounce your tracks to the computer, or just bounce your tracks in general, why not use the best of both worlds? So that's my take on it. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. So Exodus, the Porto 2 is the same color aesthetic as the Mark III, but has yeah, that's right. It's pretty small. I think it is it all. Yeah, yeah. It only has two inputs, right? The Porto 2. I'm assuming that's why it's called the Porto 2, the portable two-channel, four-track recorder. Well, my friend one, it records at normal speed, right? I think it does, yeah. Yeah, two inputs. And then you just got to route them to whatever channel, right? That's pretty cool. I think Jay has one of those too. I'm gonna have to talk to that boy and see if I can get some of those things that he has because he's got. I don't know if I told you guys this. I mean, some of you have been on here on the streams, but Jay has acquired two 414s as of recent. He found his old one, and then one of his clients came through, and either he told them about the. Oh, hey, Sean. He told them about the. I don't know how to mute that. Okay. All right, he's coming through. Sent a couple messages out to people about the live stream. They were asking me what I was doing tonight. I said, I'm live streaming, bro. Come through. I used to record my DJ mixes back in the 90s. That's awesome with the Porta 02. Oh, cool. You have a 414 and two Mark IIIs and one Mark II. Wow. You might be the winner, Exodus. I only have two. Are you near NYC? I was looking for a good tech in the area, but the Yelp reviews for the two biggest audio shops seems a bit sketchy. If I am just Ian, I live like in about 100 miles north of New York, but on the forum, there's actually a forum that I have set up or that we all hang out into. It's 424recording.com/forum. Actually, I can link. I think I can link it from here. And you should join up if you're looking. There's a lot of good info on there. Let me just find it really quick. I think somebody had a question about this the other day. East Coast Repair Center. Again, my bud Maddie with the hookup on this. Oops. Ian, that link I just posted is for the repair place in New Jersey. I guess it's like an old Tascam repair facility, or it's like an old Tascam engineer or something. And apparently he's really good and really fair price, and somewhere near the city in New Jersey. So I don't know. There's a number on there, and check out the website. I think you can contact them either via email, or I think there might even be a telephone number. The link is in the thing. But yeah, Ian, if you need something fixed, I would check that out. I've heard really good stuff about it, and it's close to the city. So I'm out on Western Long Island, so New Jersey isn't too bad. Yeah, it's it's a little bit of a haul, but if you're going to be going into the city and you need somebody reputable, check that out. And yeah, dude, you're welcome. I hope that works out for you. Let me catch up here. If I'm just starting recording, what 4-track should I invest in? Oh, Vapor Recon. That is a really good question. I'm sure that these guys have some good ideas. Yeah, I would say the Mark III too. That's the one I use on the channel. That's probably the best all-rounder. It's probably one of the most evolved ones, or like the furthest one of the latest ones before they stopped making them. And if you can find one with the power supply in good shape, it's a decent one. And I mean, that's the one I used for. That's the one the channel's named after. So yeah, good luck, Ian, with that. I hope that works out. It wouldn't let me post the YouTube link here, so I emailed it to you. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just saw that popped up. Exodus. I actually have a tab open on my Google Chrome here too. So I'm gonna peep that when we're closing down shop here. Yo, Tim is in the house, guys. Tim is here. What up, Tim? Yeah, Schizo. Tim is actually he let me borrow headphones for the very, very first video. He's a good bro of mine. And if you've caught any of the other live streams, we were joking around, Tim, that I kept seeing you. Oh, hey, dude. I kept seeing you walking by one day. I think I told you out the window because I'm facing the window, and our apartment complex is kind of like an amphitheater type setup almost. So Tim was doing laundry. I invited him to come to the stream, but he had to do his laundry, right, Tim? So, but I kept seeing him walking by outside and going back and forth, and it was almost like he was teasing me that he wasn't coming by, but he was doing other important things. So it was pretty awesome. I think it was one of the first or second ones I did. It might be number 2. Oh, nice, Skidza, you joined up. That's awesome. Thank you. I've been looking into the discourse forums. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything. Yep, true story, bro. That's Tim. He finally made it. We're gonna have to get him live in the studio here, chatting with us and see what's up. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you're catching the stream tonight. Yes, he's the Tim. That's the Tim. Yep, I hope he's coming through. Me and Tim are hitting up that cabin too. I was telling you guys about yesterday. We're gonna be in the woods with some other boys, and we're gonna be making some music. So it's gonna be pretty dope. I was telling Tim today we're gonna try to live stream it from there if we have service, and give you guys a little tour of what we're working on and our setup, and I don't know, introduce you to some of the bros, and it's a pretty exciting time. I don't think we've done this for a couple of years, and we're trying to do it as like a yearly thing. Um, Maybe you can get picture in picture with Jay from his house too. Yeah, I gotta look into that. I feel like my computer's set up currently. I don't know why. It was just freaking out so badly. Like the fan was coming on. Um, but yeah, I think that would be really cool to do the picture in picture thing. Exodus has been wanting me to do like a podcast style thing, or record the live video, have somebody interviewed live on in their home, and then turn that into the audio into a podcast. That would be really cool. I appreciate you encouraging me to do that. I never really considered doing that. That's awesome. Yeah, Captain Beefheart style for sure. It's gonna be very. Everybody's just gonna be not allowed to leave. Nobody's gonna be allowed to eat too much. It's gonna be like we're gonna be cracking the whip and just like making sure everybody is playing their instrument, and you know it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's Tim. We finally got him here, not in the flesh, but he's still chilling with us, so that's cool. And I think Sean was my buddy Sean too. Sean, actually the writer of the theme song, he may be lurking in the shadows. I don't know, but I asked him to come through too, or at least I told him I was streaming right now. But yeah, Tim, thanks for coming out, man. It's good to see you. I can't. Was only speaking to him about a few hours ago, so it's kind of funny that he's here now. Yeah, Porta '07, nice. Make sure to take 45 boxes of new tape and keep one rolling at all times, even if 2-track. That sounds like a good plan. I think I have like at least 8 or 9 blank tapes right now. So, because I had just purchased a new box of tapes, I don't know, a few months back, maybe midway through 2017, and I only used a couple because I was reusing my old ones. And then for all the videos, I've just been reusing the same tape to do the demonstrations. So I don't have quite 45 boxes, but I have some numbers that go into 45 evenly, like 9. So, Mike, how long have you had your HS7s? I got some 3 months ago and love them. Oh, those are these guys. I think they might actually be the HS5s. I don't know. Let me look. I don't remember. Yeah, I actually had the HS5s, but pretty much the same thing, just a little smaller speaker. I want to say I've had them for, maybe like a year. I had some, forgot what I was using prior to that. I had, maybe longer than that, maybe like 2 years. I used to have some Mackie ones, and they kept having an issue. One of the inputs, like was just, I don't know, was outputting too low, and it kept like the wires, like any kind of instrument cable seemed like it was having like a shorting issue, and tried replacing some of the inputs, tried switching out to the RCAs, and eventually it was just like, I don't know. I wound up getting these. They're like really flat, so they're really good in terms of the EQ on them. They don't overhype anything, because the Mackies I had were pretty bass heavy. But I guess if any kind of speakers, if you use them long enough, you kind of learn the quirks in them. But these I really like, the HS5s. Hashtag not sponsored by Yamaha. They're really cool. I don't know. They just, and I don't really mix anything that loud, so I don't really have anything underneath them. I do most of my mixing actually on this speaker right here, the Behringer baritone in mono. Actually, that's the secret right there. If you guys, I don't know if you guys have that, but hashtag also not sponsored. But yeah, baritone. It's a great speaker. It's like a mid-range speaker, and I'd say I do like 85% of the mix on that. Um, but yeah, the HS5s, I really like them. I've had them for probably about 2 years since the Mackies crapped out. Um, I'm glad to hear that you're digging your HS7s though, Skizzo. That's pretty sweet. They're great speakers, and like I said, they're very flat as opposed to some other brands that overhype treble or bass, you know. And as long as you keep them at a low mix or low volume as you're mixing, you can hear things better and you'll hear more close to what it actually sounds like versus what your crappy room, well, I'm speaking for myself, versus what my crappy room sounds like, or, you know, just things like bass shaking the wall or something. All right, let me catch up here. They're getting outrageous for Maxwell high bias XL2 on eBay. If you're looking to invest, it's going to be as high as 2 inch soon. Whoa, I think $8 a pop. Yo, guys, you got to grab the. It's not that crappy. Oh, you mean my room, Tim? It's. I mean, it's nice, you know, but I mean like the, in terms of, it's not like a treated room. Thanks, Tim. Um, do any of you use outboard? Wait, there was something else. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So about the Type 2 tapes, and then we'll go to the outboard Ian's question. So I heard a rumor. I haven't really been on Facebook much in a while, and I guess there's some groups on there that I should probably be hitting up about the channel. But somebody was telling me, maybe it was one of you guys, that National Audio Company is going to stop producing their Type 2 tapes as well. And they said, and I emailed Steve Stepp, the president, who I also have been coordinating. I coordinated the giveaway with back when we did the 424 subscribers giveaway, 424 subscriber giveaway. So I have a direct line. I got a red phone right to Steve Stepp when I need to call him or email him in this case. And I reached out because I heard this rumor and I said, Steve, you got to dispel this rumor for me, Mr. Stepp, please. You know, I got a lot of people that need these Type 2 tapes, and you're telling, like, people have been telling me you guys are going to stop making them. And I guess it turns out that the tape that they're using is an older stock, or it was like a, you know, a tape that's going to eventually be depleted. The 799 Studio Master tape, it's this super chrome tape, Type 2, and I guess they're going to be, they're just going to run out of it. You know, they've made as many tapes as they can, there's no more left. So if you want to get that Type 2 Super Chrome tape from National Audio Company, check out their site. Hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag I have done giveaway with them in the past. So, he said that they're going to be replacing the Type 2 Super Chrome with their own super ferric stock. So, I think I have the email right here. Just want to make sure I'm saying the right stuff because yeah, so they're replacing the Super Chrome, which is the one it's been the 799 Studio Master tape, with the Super Ferric. So it's a little bit different. Chrome versus, I guess ferric is iron, right? So it's still going to be Type 2, but that's kind of cool. They're going to have their own stock. I don't know. He said it's going to be released soon, so if you want their old, he said, we expect to ship 799 cassettes through the end of 2018 or when Super Chrome tape is exhausted. No one makes Chrome tape now. It will be replaced by our new Super Ferric, to be released soon. Thank you, Steve Stepp. So you heard it here, folks, right from the horse's mouth. Such a funny expression. Yeah, Mr. Stepp, he confirmed that they are going to stop selling the Chrome tapes, but they're replacing it with their own new stock of super ferric. So some bad news, but the silver lining is that it's really not bad. It's just the tape is changing and it's going to be new stock. So um, yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys have been following that saga, but I should probably go find this Facebook group that they've been talking these rumors about and set it straight for the record. Or, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not that invested. All right, let's see here. Let me go back. But I just wanted to let you guys know for anybody who was curious about that, because I know we were talking about that in some of the other streams. All right, let's see here. Ian had a question about outboard gear. I don't know if I'm sure you guys answered it for him. Okay, so he said, do any of you use outboard gear with your 4-tracks? I'm looking to build a little remote rig for location recording or recording in log cabins. Hey, that's what I'm doing this weekend, bro. You come to the right place. Outboard gear, I used to have it was an Art VLA compressor, which worked pretty well for mastering, and also I used to record vocals like straight through to it. I didn't really ever do parallel compression. I think as long as you hit tape hot enough, you'll have some natural cassette compression. But I would recommend some kind of cheap compressor that you can patch in and, either use for your mixes if you don't want to use the computer, or mastering, etc. But it's really useful for vocals too. But again, like as long as you're hitting it hard enough and have a good signal with like vocals or whatever, you're gonna just run into tape compression, which is great. So I'd also suggest, I have my friend Chris. I accidentally stole his Yamaha SPX 92, which I've been wanting to test out some things with. It's an outboard reverb unit, and Jay also, the wizard, also swears by outboard vintage or 80s outboard reverbs. So I think between those two things, if you just get a compressor and some reverb, you can use both of those outboard pieces of gear for a lot of different things. And don't forget, you can also use your pedals if you patch them in. I did a video on input 7 and 8. Sorry, I got some. I did an input on an input. Let me start over. I did a video on input 7 and 8. So don't forget, like if you don't have the cash to buy more gear or outboard gear, see if you can patch in some of your effects, Ian. I know, like I used to use the Holy Grail reverb. That's a great reverb pedal, especially for vocals. Yeah, I would say between a reverb unit and a compressor, that'll get you pretty far. I don't know. Do you guys use any other outboard gear? I'm gonna catch up on the quotes here, or the chat. Oh, you upgraded from the KRK5s. That's funny. Those are the ones my buddy Sean has. A lot of people use those. I mean, I was almost gonna get those too, but the Rockets, right? But I don't remember what just made me decide to get these, but I'm glad that I did. I mean, I'm sure any of those like lower level, mid level speakers or whatever they're considered, I'm sure those will be good. So, okay, what do we got? I got luck and have an EQ. Oh yeah, EQ would be good too. Maybe an outboard EQ. I read that mixing in mono helps even things out. I like the old mixes, mono mixes from the 60s often more than the stereo. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the mono mixes, and that's why I use this speaker for the mono mixes, is that you can really get a good idea of where things are sitting in the mix. Because sometimes when you're mixing in stereo, basically in mono, everything is almost, I don't know, to me it feels like or sounds like or looks like in my head that everything's like on top of each other when you're mixing. So it's like if in mono you can't hear something, like say your kick drum and your bass are like, you can't distinguish them, but maybe in stereo they sound fine because you have them spread out or something, or like a little off to the sides. It can really show you where the issues are in your mix if you mix in mono. And that's been a big mixing hack for me, actually. I got that from Graham over at the Recording Revolution. That's a great channel. That guy has a lot of really good advice, and I don't know. That's one of the big things that I learned from that channel. And also, I've heard a lot of like hip hop producers use this speaker, or not this particular speaker, but maybe I think it's called an Auratone or monotone or something like that. There's like a specific one. I'm sure one of you guys knows what it is, but yeah, mixing in mono, I highly recommend it. You know, you got to really make sure you can hear everything and everything is separated if that's what you're going for. And in mono, it doesn't lie to you as in terms of like what you need to change and EQ. So yeah, I agree. I was actually listening to Village Green Preservation Society the other day and listening to the mono mixes and stuff, the Kinks album, like it's fucking sick. Yeah, Yamaha mixers. I used to have one. It was a cheaper one, but I like them too. Tim said my room is not that crappy. It's not that crappy. In terms of it being a treated studio, you know, it's not, but it works. So I think it works. It works for me. JBL LSR 305s. I'm not familiar with those. Let me throw them into Google. See, I can do this now because my computer's not freaking out. Because as you guys probably know or can hear on this live stream, it's actually extremely quiet. Whereas usually there's, it almost sounds like a refrigerator in the background because my computer fan freaks out. And this is a good way to do it. But I do have to watch my data. But I'm not too concerned about it right now. It's only 2 days in a row. Okay, yeah, these look good too. These LSR 305s. I mean, I feel like at a certain price point, a lot of these speakers are gonna all kind of be the same. So it's almost like just put them all in a hat and pick one out. You know, I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried all the different ones, but I would imagine that that's kind of what it seems like at all the same price point. I mean, all the companies are making them at the same price point to compete with each other. So, you know, I think I picked the Yamaha's I can't even speak right now, HS5s. I think just because, like I said, because I had read a lot of different reviews about them that they were very flat and didn't overhype anything, and you kind of have to. I don't know, Schizo, maybe he can back me up on this, but I think you have to work a little bit harder to make things sound good, or, and I think that's a good thing because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't lie to you or overhype, especially the low end. So, any idea how or if that will affect the sound? Dave, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. I'm still catching up here. I think, are you referring to the Chrome versus Ferric? Oh, snap. Wait, I just saw one come up. Oh, Chrome versus Ferric. Yeah, I'm not sure either. But I will definitely get some Ferrics once they start making them, and I will do a comparison video. Because I'm very curious too. I would hope that it wouldn't have too big of an effect, but I don't know how that works. Maybe somebody here is more knowledgeable about that. But I'll definitely do a comparison video once I can get my hands on some. I think it's new old stock bass tape they're using for the $7.99 bummer when they run out. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is that tape. I've heard a couple different people mention that bass tape. How much difference does recording on crap tapes actually make? I think in the short term, maybe not too much, but in the long term, I think that recording on less than, or recording on tapes that aren't in great condition or bad tapes is gonna really cost your machine in the long term. It's gonna wear things out faster. That's why they always recommend in the manual, it's like to use the Type 2s. And I mean, yeah, obviously you could use any type you want, but you know, the machine is specifically built to accommodate Type 2s. So, you know, and also the tape, I think as we say a lot, is that the tape breaks down a lot more with the other tape, with at least Type 1s, I think. And you're gonna have a lot of shedding. You're gonna have to clean machine a lot more, and your recordings may not last as long too. You know, if the tape is not in the best shape or not I don't know, not the best it can be. I'm searching for what I want to say here. Anytime I've ever used Type 1 tapes into 4-track, it would sound muffled, like I took nearly all the high end out. Yeah, that's another thing too. I always forget to mention that the frequency response is much different. Yeah, you guys already answered that. I'm still trying to catch up here. Yeah, I was peeping some 80s verbs on eBay, but the lexicons can be crazy expensive. Oh, yeah. Check out the Yamaha SPX 90s. I mean, I know that they're more, they're maybe like 200 bucks, but maybe you can find a cheap one. I think maybe locally I almost got one for 50 bucks, and I actually technically stole Chris's, so I got that one for free. Now I gotta give it back to him. He knows I have it, but he's not really using it either. It's kind of just sitting in my underneath my desk over here anyway. But forgetting what Jay uses. Oh wait, I'll just text him right now and I'll tell him to show up. He might. Maybe we can get. Man, if we can get Jay and we have Tim. I think Tim's still floating around. If we can get Jay on this too, and Sean said he's checking it out. So let me hit up Jay really quickly. Because now I'm curious. I should tell. I gotta just start telling the people that I actually know who know about the channel that I'm doing this. Jay, I am live right now. Come to the stream if you can. And then what were we gonna ask him? Oh, the reverbs. We've got some questions about outboard reverbs. Let's see what he says. We've got some questions about outboard reverbs. All right, let's see what happens. This will be amazing if we can get the wizard in here along with Tim. Let's see. Okay, where were we here? Okay, so yeah, so Ian, we're gonna see what Jay has to say. There's another one he uses, and he has a few different models of, or a couple multiples of it. So I'm curious. That one might be a good one for you to snag. I just forget which type it is, but I know that they're readily available and I don't know, on the cheaper side. So that'll maybe help you in terms of instead of having to snag a lexicon. I know that a lot of bands. Vapor Recon. I know that a lot of bands plug instruments directly into the recording console, the Beatles Revolution. Do you know how I can achieve that sound? Yeah, basically you want to overdrive the preamp of the, when they say the console, it's basically like you want to hit it really hard as you're going in. And I did a whole video on this. Let me see if I can drop it into the chat here. Because that's what's cool is that now that my computer is not freaking out, I can actually and now that my phone is doing it, I don't have to worry about my computer streaming. And let me just check the health. Health is good. This is the way to go, man. Only took 7 days, but we figured it out. Let me just get that video, get the link to it for you. Newest to oldest. That's probably the easiest way, right? I don't even remember when I did that. It's one of the yellow ones. It was actually a suggestion from somebody when we were doing the giveaway. Cranking, yeah, so something like this I think will get you there. Let me just drop it in here for you. Share. Now I gotta go back to the chat. Alright, so this is I'm dropping a link in here. Check this out, Vapor Recon. I think this will give you a good idea to how you can go about cranking those preamps and hitting the preamps hard. Basically, it's distorting the preamps. Exodus. The 424 and other high-speed machines are set up for Type 2, yeah. I notice more noise hiss, which some people like depending on what sound you're going for, but Tascam is pretty specific about using only Type 2 cassettes, and they even recommend Maxell by name. I think I actually have the manual over here. I'm going to snag it so I can read what it says about Type 2s, because I don't know how many of you guys actually have the manual. my closet. I keep this on hand so that I can reference it when I'm making the videos, or if I have questions for myself or things I need to clarify. Although this thing may as well be written in another language because some of the stuff on it. Let me see. I know there's a whole point here that they it's crazy what they say. All right, so I'm going to read some of this. Hopefully this doesn't bore you guys, but this is from the Tascam 424 Mark III manual, and this is specifically in reference to Type 2 tapes. So it says tape type. The 424 is internally adjusted for high bias Type 2 tape. This means that for best results, you should only use tapes of this type. TDK SA, MaxL, XL2, or equivalent formulations are recommended. We strongly suggest that you select one good quality brand and use it exclusively. The time you spend creating your multi-track master is much more valuable than the money you save by buying inferior tape. This part is interesting too. The cassette shell essentially becomes a part of the 424 Mark III's transport. Poor quality shells can cause wrinkles, snarls, and shredding of the edges of the tape with use. Even small scratches on the tape oxide can cause dropouts, temporary loss of signal, or on one or more tracks. High quality tapes are less likely to cause problems in the long run. So they're pretty specific about what they want you to use in the manual. And then here's another point. So here's another thing about the tape length, because this always seems to come up too. And I know this has come up a few times in the live streams, and I just think it's worth getting it straight from the manual here. So this is the Mark III manual. It says tape length. Use the shortest possible tape for a given work. It is not unusual to play a tape 100 times before you are finished, so select a cassette length that is as close as possible to the length of the program you plan to record. Cassettes C60 length and shorter are often made from thicker stock than longer cassettes. That's something we already know. This is what they say about C120s. Tape used in C120 cassettes is extremely thin and can cause winding problems, crimping, wrinkling, and other damage to the oxide coating of the tape, which will destroy your work. And it just says blatantly here, don't use C120s in the 424 Mark III. It's pretty crazy. So, right, and then it goes on to say about how if you remember that if you record at 2 times normal speed and one side only, 4-track single direction format means you have a quarter of the play time. So that's why some people try to use 120 tapes, because they're like, well, then I'm still only going to have what is that, 40 minutes of time, because it's divided by it's divided by 4. Yeah, so it's 30 minutes of time. You're effectively doubling your time, but because the tapes are so crappy, it's gonna just wear your machine down. So that's a little bit of poetry. If you're just joining us, this is Mike from 424recording.com. I've been reading some poems from this book right here. It's by a poet named Tascam, and it's entitled 424 Mark III Porta Studio. Sometimes I like to read poems on the channel and on the live stream, so yeah, but I recommend snagging the manual just for some light reading at night if you guys want to know. But I hope that answers some of the questions about that. And as Schizo was saying, that I think it's I got to get my beret on. I think it's funny to read that and just because it's so specific about and just very serious, like, I don't know, I like it. They're very, because that's the thing, the machine is primed for that. So, but yeah, I hope that clears some things up. What I'm going to do, what my plan is for some of these live streams is to go back through them and find sections where we answered questions for people and then make them into some kind of a just like a short video, that explains that. Or maybe I'll just make a video that talks about that stuff, because I feel like that is always a question that we have and comes up. So I hope that clears some things up about the Type 2 versus Type 1. So let's see. I'm back to Andrew here. I'm still catching up. I use a somewhat terrible Lux mixing board with the Yamaha 4-track mixer into a Zoom recorder using the mono mix and has made some good recordings. I still have issues with noise though. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have three different gain stages at least. So I mean, each one of those consoles or mixing boards or inputs on those are susceptible or could possibly add noise. So, but you might be able to isolate which one is making the most noise out of the three. So, I mean, for the fact that you use terrible as a adjective for the Lux mixing board, I would assume that that's probably where a lot of the noise is coming from. Yeah, it was only ever due to running out of Type 2 tape space or just see. Wait a second. Did Jay show up? No. Tim's still chilling. What up, Tim? Um, Wait, I'm trying to catch up on the chat right here. Yeah, it was only ever due to running out of Type 2. Yeah, I mean, if you got to use it in a pinch, or you really got to get an idea out, but you know, the cost of the machines today, and the fact that they are a analog or a real machine. It's not a digital recording device. It's an analog recording device, or just a actual recording device that's using an actual format and not ones and zeros in a computer. It's susceptible to breaking down. So the better you treat it, the longer it's gonna last for you. Hey Blitzkrieg, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Okay, so we're just talking, just hanging out. Really, we got taking some questions. Tim's here. Trying to get Jay hooked up out here, but actually, let me see if he got back to me in the messages. He may have just no. That's all good. We'll find out. I'll find out for you, Ian, what he uses. I know he's got a bunch of the SPX 90s, and there was something else. He has like a few of them, and I was like, last time I was there, I remember vividly saying, Jay, like, what is up with these reverbs? I see you have a few of these, and he was like, oh, well, this is, and then he launched into a big explanation as to what it was, and I just can't remember. So I wish he would get back to me. Maybe he will before the stream is over. But yeah, I mean, if you got to use it in a pinch, but I mean, the manual even stated that, use one brand exclusively. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about. You could have we'll have to come up with some theories about that. Trogs. Village Green Preservation Society is dope. Yeah, I love that album. It won't let me post pics on here. I A-B'd the JBL with the Yamaha and it was super close. Couldn't justify the cost difference at Guitar Center. Yeah, I got some like used ones. I think they were or they were like open box or something, so they were a little bit cheaper. I think that was actually part of the reason why I did get them too. I don't remember even how much they are or supposed to be. What are they, like $250 or something? Yamaha HS5. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what I have anymore. Oh wow. Oh yeah. I got like a demo one or something. So it was like, I remember comparing the prices, and then as I was doing my sniping for them online, I sniped a pair that was open box. So, but yeah, that's the thing. That's what I always say. Law of diminishing returns. It's like, is a $300 speaker twice as better as a $150 one? Your mileage may vary. All right, where were we here? I'm trying to catch up on the chat because I'm behind. Oh yeah, Exodus. Oh, you A-B'd them at Guitar Center, or you're at Guitar Center right now? Chrome vs. Ferric, we got that one. Chrome has greater frequency response. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Oh, shitty. But it could be a hybrid. I don't know. Yeah. I'll try to get some more info, specifics. I'm sure they'll have like a test sheet and spec sheet for the tape once it comes out. So yeah, the Yamahas have a flatter frequency response and don't flatter your mix. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at with the Yamahas, and that's kind of what I want. I want it to not flatter the mix because you're not getting a true representation of what you're doing, or you could take it someplace else and think it sounds amazing on KRKs or you know, your Mackies like I used to have, and then bring it someplace else and say, well, why does this not sound like the amazing sound it sounded like on only my speakers, you know? So that's what I liked about the Yamahas. They don't flatter the mix and they have a flatter frequency response. As Schizo says, what do you use to clean your machine and where do you buy the cleaner? I actually just got a bottle of 91%. I think it's 91%. I think it's in my closet. So there's isopropyl alcohol. I think one of them is like 60%, and the other one, you can sometimes find another one in the store, it's 91%. And then you can get electronics cleaner or stuff that's like 99% alcohol. And basically what that means is like the water content, I think, is what's left over. So like 99% alcohol that electronics cleaner has like 1% water. The 91 has 9% and 60 has like 40%. So definitely don't use, I think it's 60, but I would just get the isopropyl 90. If you can get the 91%, usually food stores and stuff have them, Rite Aid or something like that. That's what I usually use, and I just use some cotton swabs. Because I was getting crazy with that at one point. I was like looking online and trying to get like a, you know, like a huge bottle of, you know, the electronics one, and then it was like, it was expensive, and I was just like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go to Rite Aid and get 91%, you know. I don't think it makes too big a difference, but they say not to use, I think it's 60%, like regular. Let me just look it up. I have all the knowledge in the universe at my fingertips. Isopropyl alcohol. What is it? 60. Let's see what it says. So I'm talking about this like I know that it's 60, but I'm not really sure. 91%. That's the one. And then I know isn't 70%. Is that it? Anyway, there's different percentages. There's ones that are just diluted with water basically. So you want to get one that's going to be as pure as you can because it's going to evaporate quicker out of your machine when you're cleaning it. So if you get, you know, the 60 or 70%, there's going to be more water, so it's going to take longer to evaporate, and I don't know, I guess could stay in there, you know. So I would try to get 91%. If you want to go crazy and get the 99%, you can get that. And there's also, I think somebody's mentioned Detoxit. And just the only thing I would say too is don't use the alcohol on the pinch roller because those are rubber and that's going to deteriorate it over time and eat away at it. And I'm sure some of you guys are already probably saying that. Speaking of wearing out machines, okay, Korg DR1 Classic and Go pretty cheap. Oh, okay, those are reverbs. Doesn't Jay have Yamaha RV100? Pretty sure he listed that on the forum. Oh, you might be right, Will. That might be the one I'm thinking of. I'm bringing up a pic right here. Images. Yeah, I think he does have this one. He has so many pieces of gear there. It's like insane. I'm gonna have to do a video of just like a studio tour. I've been trying to I've been trying to help him build his website, get that going, but we just haven't had time. So he could, you know, because sometimes sites list their gear. Roland SDE 1000. That's so funny, dude. Will, I think you know more about the channel than I do at this point. This is hilarious. SDE 1000. I know he has one that's like, he's got a couple. Oh, I think that's what it is. Yeah, the Roland one. Roland? How do you say it? Roland? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one with the colors on the knobs. That's it. Yeah, so Ian, we figured it out. Well, I guess Will figured it out as usual. Will knows more about everything than I do. Will, where's your channel at, bro? Yeah, so that's the one I was thinking of, the Roland SDE 1000. If you look on, I'm looking on Reverb right now, and there's one 95 bucks, 100 bucks. I was thinking about snagging one of these too. But I think, I don't know, you might want to do a little research on them because I think that they may be very similar to some of those 80s Boss units. Um, I think I remember Jay saying that, but I also just could be making that up. But where I read that somewhere. You know, after you read so much stuff after a while, it just all blends together. Will, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for copy and pasting all that. That's exactly the thing I was thinking of. The SDE 1000. He had like two. I think he has two of them, like right on top of each other. So yeah, Ian, if you're still floating around, check that one out. Or the SPX 90 might be more expensive. That's like one they use a lot in early Flaming Lips stuff too. I think the SPX 90. At least I know that the drum. I've been meaning to do a drum video about that, but that's going to be more later on that. Maxwell 2's Epilaxil, best tape I've ever used. I think that's the one they recommended in the manual. Could you ask Jay what his favorite preamp is? Yeah, I could do that. Let me message him. Maybe this will wake him up. Hopefully his phone is on vibrate and he's sleeping, and when I send him a message, I'm just picturing it vibrating and hitting him right in the head. One can dream, right? What we're gonna ask him again? I already forgot. He's trying to be clever. Oh, his favorite preamp. Yeah, I'll hit him up. Let me see. Computer shouldn't be freaking out. Come on, computer. Jay, what is your favorite preamp? All right. Hopefully his phone just vibrated off his shelf and hit him. Woke him up. All right. I have the Lexicon MPX 100. It's pretty good. Alessis MIDI Verb. Oh, that's another one. Alessis MIDI Verb. Probably next best at price point. Had a Pioneer Spring Reverb from 70s Hi-Fi that was good. 2-prong. Yeah, was that like a that's like a stereo reverb unit, right? Exodus, that Pioneer one. Oh man, I'm really behind. That's the link I posted before. Wow. Okay. I hope that helps, Vapor Recon. Alessis MIDI Verb. Yeah. Is that the one? I think Mac DeMarco again. He comes up a lot. I think he used that right on his guitar sound. Or am I thinking of a different thing? Yo, thanks for the video on DM1 Drum App. I got it last night and have been working on figuring it out. Oh, thanks, Jumbo. New face in here. Thanks for checking those out. There's a part 2 I put out today. I try to split it up between the 2 pages. I don't know a lot about the MIDI section of it or some of the other features on the last page, but in terms of the interface and stuff, I think I have a pretty good handle on it now. And there's a couple of little tricks in there I figured out and put in the videos that I just stumbled across. I don't know. I'm sure that's all in the manual, but it's a great app. If you guys are looking for a drum machine app, I would highly recommend the DM1. Obviously, because I'm doing all these tutorials on it. Who's that? North Anchor. What up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. Man, we got the whole crew. Everybody's here. It's all happening. I have the manual too. Oh, cool. I wonder why they say stick to one brand. Yeah, I don't know that either. I have no idea why. That's so weird. I wonder about that too. Maybe they just think the tapes are because there's a lot of different types of tapes, and maybe they figured they're closest to each other, or they're going to be the closest to each other. There's also a popular pedal on Reverb that will give you that sound. I'm trying to find out what it's called. I remember it was white and called Jex Telex or something. That's like a fuzz pedal, right? I also know I think you're referring to the overdriving the preamp. I know there's like a JHS pedal. I actually have it. I should probably do a video on it. It's sitting over here. I have it set up. I forget. That's the reason I got it. It was like I wanted to do stuff like that, and also for vocals, and it's just like a cool little preamp. It's the color box, but I would recommend getting a used one because they're a little pricey. Boss Tape Echo. Boss Tape Echo? What is that, Dakota? You talking about the Space Echo? Boss Tape Echo. Oh, is that a new pedal or something? Oh yeah, the RE20. Man, that'd be cool to have a RE201 now, huh? That thing's pretty sweet, man. Yeah, I've never used. I think that pedal's supposed to be pretty good though. The twin Boss pedal. I've never used it because actually that one looks doable for me. But some of the pedals with a lot of knobs on them just make my head explode. But that looks pretty cool. The RE20. Um, Save your motor by using a cheap second player to. Yeah, actually, I remember you saying that. That's like taking it to a whole another level. Good for you, man. Using Your Portable Studio by Peter McIan. That's a great book. That book. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Let me look at the cover of it. It's like a really big format book, right? Using Your Portable Studio. Yeah, that's a good book. You guys should grab that book. I've been meaning to do a video on it. Actually have that book. I've referenced that from time to time too. I don't know. Is this still in print? Oh yeah, it looks like you can get a couple. $10. That's a deal. I would get if you guys are looking for a good book for your 4-track. That's the one to get. Actually, I have it. What am I talking about? Let me just go grab it. It's in my closet. Showing you guys all my paraphernalia right now. Check it out. See that? That's the one. McIan. Is it backwards in the live stream? It's definitely backwards on my phone there. It's a sick book though. I would grab it. I've been meaning to do a video about some of these books and stuff I got sitting around. This one I do get some video ideas from once in a while, and I also use it to read it sometimes. Yeah, this book is sick. Oh, it's not backwards. Okay, cool. Yeah, because it's like mirror imaged on my phone. But yeah, Peter McIan. I don't know. This is a sick book. Mine's in pretty good shape actually too, for as much as I read it. And also, I guess like I don't know if it's still in print, but it seems like you can get some used ones on eBay, or on Amazon. I just looked. I would definitely snag that if you guys are want to go deep. That is very that's some deep reading right there. I have the Tascam. Wait, man, you guys are crushing it in this live chat. I'm trying to keep up. The DVDs, are those any good, Schizo? The informational DVDs? I've seen those on there. Nice, we'll check. Yeah, I got it from an old TV station. Oh, that's cool. I think they're talking about the Pioneer, right? Has anyone shared any of their own music? Go for it, Blitz. We were talking about doing I think Dakota mentioned it the other day. We're talking about doing a live stream where we'll just share our stuff. I want to get into the habit of doing some kind of regular live streams. This is a 7th day in a row. If you're just joining us, it's Mike from 424recording.com, and I'm just learning how to live stream. I've been tweaking my setup each night a little bit. I think it's been getting better. Some things I got to figure out, but I'm pretty pumped. I think when you do something a little bit each day, you get really good at it. So I think hashtag humble brag. So it's going good though. So thanks for joining us, and we're just chilling, chatting. But I wanna eventually have like some kind of regular live stream that's working on songs, sharing stuff. I had a whole list of stuff in my notebook down somewhere. I don't know where it went. Somewhere. But yeah, I want to do that. If you guys have any ideas as to live stream episodes, or if you guys just want to do something like this every once in a while, this is fun too. Yamaha RV100 and TCM1. No worries. The Tascam manual says don't use alcohol, so I was a little hesitant. All I have is Detox It. You can use the alcohol on like the metal parts, but definitely don't use it on the pinch roller. And yeah, you really don't need much. Yeah, without the cassette cleaner shell though, we'll turn pinch roller. Yeah, definitely don't use it on the pinch roller. You can't buy hydrogen peroxide OTC off the shelf in the UK. Weirdness. At least you couldn't last time I checked. Huh. That is weird. Maybe you can get the electronics cleaner or something. IMB here. Hey Surfin, what's up? There is a cassette you can buy on Reverb that claims to clean your machine. I was wondering what it was made of. I don't know. I'm not sure if you can use those tapes that are meant for like stereo decks in a cassette 4-track. I always thought you couldn't, but I could be wrong. I've never tried it, at least. This must be what Exodus is, so does it work well? Looking into those reverbs now. Thanks. You're welcome, Ian. I hope that helps. Yes, it works well. What's up? Hey, North Anchor. I said hi to you. I'm just catching up on the chat really quick. I'm trying to get back to the bottom. Oh, always makes me think of hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, they're two different chemicals or whatever. Yeah, you're finally here, North. I thought you had come to at least one of the other ones. Maybe you said you wanted to come to them. Thanks for being here. Philips head cleaner cassette. Sorry, Philips. No dropouts. Awesome. Yeah, I've been using the phone right now, and that's working really well. I think the dropouts are due to my computer / live streaming. The camera I have, I think it's mostly my computer, because like I said, my computer is quiet as anything right now, and as soon as I plug in that live the streaming camera, it freaks out, and it seems to have a lot of issues with staying live. So this says good, stream health is good. I haven't had any alerts that it's a problem, and yeah, it's doing good. So thanks for the feedback on the stream quality. I appreciate that. Trying to figure out what my setup's going to be for this, and I think we're almost getting there. I want to try that picture-in-picture thing too. And but I did like having the chat, like over here. I don't know if there's a way to do that on the phone, just in case people watch this afterwards, because otherwise it just looks like I'm a crazy person if you watch this stream tomorrow, because I'm just talking to nobody, it seems like, because nobody can see the chat, so I'm just going to be like, maybe this is just a big act, who knows, people wouldn't know. People use that pedal to get a lo-fi sounding cheat. I like the Dwarf Craft minivan, it makes putter sounds. I don't know what you guys are referring to, though. That sounds cool. Okay, cool. Nothing's backwards. That is the book. Looks great. Thanks, North Anchor. Nice manual. Thank you. The Tascamite Bible. Yeah. I'm going to get one myself then. Thanks, man. He wrote another one, The Musician's Guide to Home Recording. I got to check that one out. I didn't realize he had 2 books. Only a single there now, but a lot more to come. Oh, cool. I must have missed that. The link. I don't know. You'll have to send me an email with that, Surf, or maybe it's on your channel. I know I checked out some of the stuff. Wait, I'm getting lost here. Yeah. Sweet, just got the book for $5. Will be useful for sure. Yeah, that'll be like some of the best $5 you ever spent. I guarantee it. And it's really funny how the book starts. That's all I'll say. Yo, what's up, twin? How you doing? Good to see you again. Just joined. Hope I didn't miss much. Well, if you're worried that you missed some, tomorrow you can, or maybe in a couple hours. I think it archives it, and then it'll have them all on the site. So if any of you guys missed any of the other live streams and you want to see what's been going on, it's really just been people hanging out, asking questions. We're talking about lo-fi recording and obviously 4-track recording, and big part of the streams this week. This is my 7th day in a row, I think, which is what my plan was. I wanted to do 7 days, and just to get the live stream, because the first day I was just experimenting, and then I was like, if I really want to make sure I understand how this works, I'm going to have to commit to doing this a bunch of days in a row, much like I would recommend you guys to do when you're working on your music, so a little bit each day goes a long way, as they say. Man, I just rhymed all that and didn't mean to, so but yeah, so you guys didn't miss too much. We've just been talking. Like I was saying, if you want to go back, I'm gonna be all this stuff's archived, you know. So, oh man, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Tim Schizo, this is good shit. I don't know what you guys are dealing to Tim over there. Maybe the tape you guys are talking about. Um, Sweet, just got that book. Yeah, twin. So you didn't miss much. Oh, his band is dope. Oh, sick. I thought you were talking about the isopropyl alcohol that tape. I was like, oh, okay, Tim, you're into that isopropyl alcohol. Used them for years. I don't know if it's supposed to be bad or good. Yeah, I don't know either about those tapes. I don't know. That's kind of where I was at with it too. I didn't mean to like say it was bad. I wasn't sure if it was bad or good. I don't know. I know because the heads are a little bit different, but I'm sure it does the same thing. Oh, SoundCloud Reverie of Palms. Okay, I'm gonna open that up in a tab so I make sure to check it out. SoundCloud. I do have a SoundCloud, but I don't really use it too frequently. There's just too many things for me to keep up with. But feel free to send me stuff anytime you guys want. 424recording@gmail.com. We should make like a mixtape or something. Reverie of Palms. Matt? Is that you, Matt? All right, I think that's got to be you. So I'm gonna keep that right there. So when the stream's over, you can check it out. I got a lot of stuff to check out. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let you post links. I don't think there's a setting for that. Yeah, you got a fan, Tim. You got a fan in Tim already, Skizzo. That's awesome. Whoa, you just picked up the Roland SD 1000? That's so funny. I bet if that's awesome, Ian. I bet if I refresh it, I'll be able to figure out which one you got. Oh, wait, no, I'm not that good. There's a bunch of them on here, man. Yeah, see, they're readily available, and they're pretty cheap, so... I don't know, that's the one Jay likes. That's the one he swears by, so I'm sure that'll work out well for you. And I'm sure if it doesn't, you can always resell it, but that looks like a good unit and cheap, and I think it's pretty light, and it should be good for you. That's awesome, Ian. Congrats. My noise can be found on YouTube and SoundCloud under this name. Oh, okay, something else is here. Sweet. I was wondering, I should have realized that was a reference to, or that was your band name. Weird, maybe that link didn't show up. Automatic spam filter or something? Anyway, I'll put a link to my music in the about on my channel. Yeah, or give us something to Google, you know? If there's a link, that usually works the best. Yeah, Tim is a... LOL, I feel very strongly about Isobro. That's why I missed some of the chat, and I was like, Tim, he's really... I didn't know that about you, Tim, that you're that into isopropyl. That's hilarious. Yeah, I got Reverie of Palms, Schizo. I'm going to check this out. That is a cool name. Yeah, mixtape would be cool. I don't know. We can talk and put something out on the Bandcamp, on the 424 Bandcamp, or just put something out on SoundCloud, or upload it to the channel. I think I'm almost at the bottom. Man, you guys are doing well tonight with the chat. I'm like trying to catch up. This is crazy. I can't find it. Do you recommend SoundCloud for starting out? Also, mixtape would be sweet. I don't know about SoundCloud. I honestly don't know enough about it to recommend it one way or the other. I guess it depends what your goals are and what you're trying to do. I personally like Bandcamp. Yes, Ian just said Bandcamp all the way. Yeah, I'm more of a Bandcamp guy. I think it depends what style of music you're doing too. I know SoundCloud I think is more popular with maybe hip hop and electronic music, and I think Bandcamp is going to be more popular for like indie rock or I don't know, bedroom stuff. And I mean, I'm sure they're all popular for both, but that's at least SoundCloud is more EDM hip hop. Yeah, that's been my not my belief. That's my impression as well. So I would check out Bandcamp, and you can also tag stuff on there, and that usually will allow you to find similar artists or people that will like your music. A bunch of people found my stuff online randomly through some of the tags I had. One of which was 424 or Tascam 424 or something, and met some really cool people just through tagging the stuff on Bandcamp. So I'd recommend Bandcamp. Bandcamp. Hashtag not sponsored. Just like it. Mixtape idea is solid as hell. Yeah, Tim, we got to do that. Can you email it? Email to me. Yeah. I think. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you guys are talking. Um. Yeah, maybe I can post a link. It seems like I can post links, right? Let me see. Um. Let me see. Maybe let me know if this. I think this is Schizo. Looks like I kind of have to. Let me know if that. I guess I can post links because it's my channel, but I guess it must flag them or I don't know, not allow you to post them. I guess because people. I mean, all you guys probably have great intentions, but I guess with some of the stuff people spam it. It's not this. This is not the kind of channel we got here, but yeah. If you got a link, I'll try to find them and repost them, or I'll search and repost them. Do I lose much clarity if I bounce onto a VCR? Oh, Harp and Hank, welcome. I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe some of these other guys does. I've heard of people doing that before. And I know Jay has experience doing that, which I wish Jay was here right now. He's my cohort comrade. That's me. You're checking stuff out. Oh, cool. I see. I'm still catching up here. If you're checking stuff out, anyone into tobacco or black moth? I've heard of black moth super rainbow. I mention it because tobacco's latest album was all done on cassette tape. Oh, that's cool. Sweatbox Dynasty. Let me put the. Let me look for that. Cool tobacco. All right, sweet. I'll check that one out too. Man, I'm gonna have a full playlist here when we're done. Man, maybe I can start making playlists somehow. That would be cool. Probably do them on Spotify or something. Or on YouTube, really. Depends on how clean the VCR has. Oh, cool, Exodus. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. Thank you for feeling that. I don't know enough about that. Let me see here. SoundCloud, yeah, SoundCloud's more EDM hip hop. Yeah, tons of backpacker hip hop on SoundCloud. Yeah, EBM used to be a genre. Tobacco is pretty out there. Yeah, black. If it's anything like Black Moth Super Rainbow, you're in for a treat. I just created a Bandcamp page today, but haven't posted any music yet. I gotta get on that. Yeah, do it up, dude. Bandcamp's great. It's been and I was reading something that they said the longer something's been around, the longer it will be around. So, Bandcamp's been around for like at least 8 years. So, I think they're here to stay, is what I'm trying to say. So, get on making a Bandcamp. It's good. It's a good site. Actually, no, it's a great website, like Surfin said. Just checking to see. Yeah, I think that is SoundCloud. Oh, SoundCloud.com. Oh yeah, maybe you guys can write the links out like that. That looks like it'll work. Oh yeah, John, I remember you sending me Brubachosaurus Rex. You guys should check that out. Mike, it's the same guy, just solo. Oh, cool. I know what you're talking about. The tobacco. Or tobacco. That's cool. Yeah, my name is Matt Kraft. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we do have the right SoundCloud. Thanks, Matt. Schizo. Okay, cool. Thanks. Mellovision.bandcamp.com. I'll put that in here too and check that out. Mellow. Wait, I think That sounds really familiar. I think we've talked about this. Oh no, okay. Mellow Vision Bandcamp. Okay. Sweet. Oh, Durham, nice. We will. Man, I got like 4 tabs, at least 5 tabs of stuff I'm gonna be listening to. This is cool. Oh, that's alright, man. It's not done on a 4-track. I'm very curious to check it out. Either way. Surfing, I'm gonna check that out in a minute here. Guys, I think this is our most successful live stream, judging by the chat. I mean, our chats have always been good, but this one I'm having a hard time keeping up with. Great channel. I've been using a 424 at least 20 years. Old school can it be? You betcha, Harp and Hank. I agree with you 100%. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you. Exodus, only a few songs recorded with 424. I'm working on an EP using my nice. Yeah, I want to do something soon with Tim that'll just be all 4-track. Maybe at the cabin we're gonna do that. But I don't know. I've been working in Logic lately. Yeah, it's I've been kind of doing a hybrid too, like John's saying, like a little bit, not totally on the Tascam, but not totally not on it. So. Oh yeah, you guys should definitely check out Strawberry Sleepover. I was listening to that the other day. That's really fun. And it's all 424. 424. Strawberry Sleepover. Oh yeah, it's saved in my history. Oh yeah, you guys should check that out. That's fun times. Guys, I'm running out of steam here, I gotta be honest. We've been going pretty hard. Yeah, Tim, I hope we get some more done on the 4-track. We did some on my bachelor party, and those are on the early videos on the channel if you guys want to check them out. Wait, I should put them up on the Bandcamp. A Glimmer, a Sparkle is one of them. Cool. Yo, guys, this has been another successful live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to be shutting up shop here in a minute. If you guys, I don't know, 7 day in a row, and we're crushing it right now. Appreciate all you guys for being out here. If you need to email me, hit me up at 424recording@gmail.com. Later, Tim. You can check out the Patreon, patreon.com/424recording if you're into that. You can check out the shirts, shop.spreadshirt.com/424 if you want one, 424recording. What else we got? The forum. The forum is probably the most important to keep in contact with. I've been looking into Discourse. Oh yeah, my phone battery's dying, Schizo. I've been looking into Discourse for the forum. I gotta just learn how to upgrade it. I might just leave it as the PHPBB, but the Discourse one is just so nice. So I'd really like to migrate it at some point, but check out the forum. It's 424recording.com/forum. Thank you, John. Thanks. That means a lot to me. I've been really trying hard to crush it lately. And I really appreciate all you guys showing up too. I've got a cool playlist. Yeah, man. I can't wait to listen to everybody's stuff. Should do some kind of video, or that's another thing I want to do is some kind of like reviews of 4-track stuff, or like local 4-track stuff, or maybe I can do some kind of mix on the channel with 424 stuff. So, yo, Tape is for Lovers. That would be a great shirt. Can I use that? I should write that down. I like that a lot. Tape is for Lovers. I don't have my notebook here. I'll just write it over here. Oh wait, it's right here. I'm trying to write down some ideas. We have a lot of good ideas on here. This is what, 124 or something? 120, yeah, 124. Tape is for Lovers. I might make a t-shirt like that. That's gonna be cool. Alright, I definitely will. Thank you, Exodus. Yo, my pleasure. It's been great, a week of live streams. Yeah, something else is here. You've been here Something else has been here this whole time. That's so awesome. Yeah, Hank, I'll be posting, my friend. Thank you for checking this out. Appreciate you. Always appreciate the new faces. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd. That's what we do around here. The you nerd part. So, all right, I'm gonna be closing up shop. Yep. Peace out, you nerds. We'll see you guys soon. I don't know. Maybe we'll stretch it into eight days in a row. We'll see what happens. If we do, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I won't. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see what you guys are up to. All right, guys. I'm gonna put on my exit music. I appreciate all you guys being here. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Godspeed, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd, and do something that you want to do tonight, whether that's play some music, listen to some music, eat some food, watch something you want to watch. Just do something that you want to do tonight. It's important to do things that you want to do. So here we go. We're gonna play it out. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I gotta get better at my exit strategy. I've realized that's the one place I need to work on. The 12 days of recording. Yeah, I wanted to do that for Christmas, some kind of 12 videos, but I just didn't have the time. Save the tapes. Yeah, maybe I'll just do 12 live streams. Yo, dude. Yeah, jam it out. Adios, guys. I miss you. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.